Hey, welcome guys to my channel. In this video I will be showing you how I used Dollar Tree mirrors or mirror coasters to make a flower box. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So for this project you're going to need 5 of these Dollar Tree mirrors or coasters as they're called, and 2 bunches of roses. I also have a bunch of poinsettia, which I may use or may not use depending on how much I will need to fill up my box. I usually like to cover the mirrors when I'm working with them so as to prevent hot glue or whatever glue that I'm using from getting onto the mirror. So I am laying down the mirrors in the shape of a cross, and I am going to be using tape to tape down the mirrors. All I had on hand was this decorative tape that I got from the. You can use whatever tape you have at home. Now after taping the mirrors together, laying flat, it's now time to fold them forward and tape them together into a box shape. Then you're going to take your glue gun and glue the insides. Now because the box is very small, you have to use a very small glue gun for this because you will not be able to get your hand on the inside if the glue gun is too large. Take your glue gun and you glue the edges on the inside and apply as much glue as possible so that the pieces can hold together. Also, while gluing, ensure that the corners or there is no space in between the mirrors while you're gluing. As you can see here, there is a little bit of space, so I had to squeeze it in together and then apply some more hot glue to that. These mirror boxes make great centerpieces. You can either have a square or a rectangle, meaning you'd add more mirrors to make it longer. But I think that's gonna be something I'm gonna be trying in the near future. But I love the square boxes. You can have them on your dining table, you can have them in your bathroom. I have one that I did a few months ago inside my bathroom on my bathroom counter. But let's say you want to try this mirrored flower box and you like the glitter around it and you don't find any with the glitter around it. You can add your own. You just mark off the area with some tape and apply some Mod Podge and glitter, and there you go. Have your own glittered mirror box. You also want to make sure that you apply hot glue on the outside just for more reinforcement. You're now going to add your foam. So what I'm doing here, I am just measuring how I want to place the foam inside the box before I actually glue them in. I am using foam because that's all I had on with me at the time, but the best thing to use is the flower foam, which you can get at the dollar store or wherever you can get it, maybe at your local flower shop. I glued a second piece to the first one I had just to give it a little more height. So I set the box aside and now I'm taking the flowers. Got these at the dollar store. We only need the stems, so I pulled the leaves further down and I am using the wire cutter to cut them off. I am going to be using all of them. I'm doing with this bunch is also cutting them off from the stem. I think I probably will need another bunch of roses, because after putting them together and looking at it, I realized that it could use another bunch. So I'll probably do that at a later date. I didn't think I was gonna need the poinsettia, but it appears very much so that I am going to need it. So what I'm doing with this bunch is also cutting them off from the stem, because I will be using it. So what I have here are some gems, adhesive gems, as well as a bling wrap. Now I couldn't decide whether I wanted to use the gems, the bling wrap, to cover the corners, the outer corners, just to cover the glue on the outside. So eventually I decided to go with the bling wrap. What I'm doing, I am cutting length that is long enough to cover the length of the mirror on the outside. So I am going to do that for all the corners. Now this is totally up to you. You may decide that you don't need to put anything else on it, but I decided to use the bling wrap just to cover up the glue on the outside. You can use either the bling wrap or the adhesive gem, whichever you think that would look better for you, or you can leave it as is. After you have measured and cut strips to the desired length, you're just going to apply some hot glue and attach them to the corners or to the edges. So when I was done adding the bling to the edges, it's now time to add the roses. So what I'm doing, I'm going to start with the center. So I'm starting with the poinsettia because that has a little gold on it, so I'm going to put that in the middle. So I'm just trimming it down to make sure that it is even with the other roses. So I'm starting with that, and then I am just going to add the roses around it. This is such a fun, easy project to do. I just enjoyed doing it. I wish I had another bunch of roses, because that would have made it look even fuller. And these roses were not open wide enough, so I had to use my fingers and kind of pry them open to add some fullness to it. But I really enjoyed doing this project. I am going to make a longer one in the near future for my dining table. I think this was fun. Now wherever there is like a space, I will just fluff the roses so that they can fill up the gaps. But like I said earlier, I think I may need another bunch or two of roses for this box, because the 2 bunches that I got are just not enough. I kind of like these mirror coasters that the Dollar Tree has this year. Usually they're just plain, but these have glitter at the edges, around the edges, and I think I like these. They also have them in gold. Those are the only 2 colors I've seen, the silver and the gold, but I love these. So there you have it, guys, another budget-friendly DIY. I hope you like it and are going to try it. Please leave me a comment down below when you have tried it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.